Hey guys, daskro here. It's been 1 year since I've started making videos, and I want to take this opportunity to thank a few people, give a bit of reflection about my channel and where I want to take it in the future. So first and foremost, let's get out the thank yous. Well, I want to thank Nick Bunyan, who was a YouTuber who helped me a lot along the way, learning sort of the ropes about how to build your channel, what certain things you should be going after, that kind of thing. And I'd also like to thank Diego from Elite Gamer Bros. And the reason why I want to thank him as well is that he's the reason why I got into all of this 1 year ago. And I have to really describe how I met Diego Rod to really give you a better understanding of why I got all involved in the first place. But let's go back, what would this be? Maybe 18 months from now? More than that? 24 months from now, almost. So about 5 months before Battlefield 3 came out, I already had a plan. I had already planned to create a gaming team for Battlefield 3 and began making preparations by soliciting various players from solid teams from previous Battlefield titles because I wanted my team, 20ID, to be a top contender in the North American scene. I spent a long time emailing people and trying to convince people to join the team to create sort of an all-stars roster so that we would be successful. And in this, I didn't just plan to have this roster. I actually wanted it to be almost autonomous in the sense that I want to have a set of players and backup players and team leaders in the game where I myself wouldn't actually play. I didn't want to be a starter. I wanted to be a backup guy, support guy, and likewise, I didn't want to be the in-game tactical leader either. Because even though that in a lot of my videos I do a lot of commentaries about tactics and strategies and things like that, likewise, there are plenty of videos where I'm squad leading and things like that. In the highest level of competition, that's actually not my forte. It's something that I have learned to do and I am pretty good at, but it's not good enough in that highest level of competition. And I realize that. Sometimes you have to realize what your weaknesses are so that you can find good, able players to fill those gaps. And as the game drew closer, I made a bunch of other plans. I wanted the 20ID gaming team to not just be a top team, but also to do a number of other activities that are community related. I wanted us to create how-to videos. I wanted us to create YouTube videos. I wanted to do live streaming. I wanted all these different elements that would allow the team to not just rely on tournament winnings in order for revenue, but also to get some revenue streams from YouTube and Twitch as well, because the fact of the matter is that it costs money to sustain a gaming team. It costs hundreds of dollars a month for the servers, it costs money for jerseys, it costs money for hardware, it costs a whole lot of money for travel, and this was just one route of doing it. We knew it wouldn't be like in 6 months we'd be generating any significant revenue, but it was a long-term goal that I had sort of written out in long form in a lot of detail in order for us to try to get this, like who of our players would do certain types of how-to videos, who had certain specialties, who would to do commentaries, that kind of thing. And as the game was released and we started playing, a number of these players that I assumed that were going to play didn't play or weren't able to put as much effort into it as I thought they would, or didn't want to step to the plate in terms of team leading. And as the tournaments began, I had to take more and more of a team leader role in game and be a starter. Because of that, I couldn't really do any of the YouTube or Twitch stuff, and taking in mind, I really had no idea what I was doing then on the social media side, so it wasn't to me, the primary objective of the gaming team is to be a good gaming team. And so I put all that aside and started playing with the team instead. And in this, we also had some roster issues as it relates to skill mix. We had roster issues specifically, and we didn't have enough jet fighters. We had one jet fighter, but we needed at least two. And so I went through and found a bunch of YouTube people that had jet montage videos. And I said, hey, if you're interested in playing in 20ID, we're a top Battlefield team, we could use you guys as jet pilots, and plus, it would give you guys some great footage to put on YouTube as well to promote the team, what have you. I counted a lot of guys, but Diego Rod was one of the ones who said, yeah, I'll do it. And he took a chance. He really didn't know me. I was emailing them cold, and he said, yeah, I'll be interested. Unfortunately, though, as these tournaments progressed, there actually wasn't a map that we actually needed these 2 jet pilots in. And further, because of the gameplay types that were decided on these tournaments, specifically 8v8 play, they took out a lot of the jet maps in favor of infantry-centric maps. Because of that, Diego really didn't get a chance to really show his stuff, nor show any of the footage on his channel. And as these games progressed, 20ID just never was able to really step up the highest levels of competition within Battlefield 3. We just had roadblock after roadblock with constant roster changes, with constant leadership issues, mainly in that I couldn't do both the organizational leadership stuff and be an in-game guy and be a good starter. It takes practice and effort, and I don't have the time like I did 10 years ago. That was why I wanted to have more of a supporting role in this team relative to in the past. And admittedly, I made some bad roster decisions. I chose some players that weren't that conducive to the team, and likewise, I wasn't active enough in cultivating new talent to get in there to sustain the team. Because of that, 20ID eventually stopped playing. A number of our players just stopped playing because they weren't. They said we're not seeing any improvement. We're not interested in the game. The game's not fun anymore. And those that were left actually joined Team Nexus, and Nexus went on to win a number of championships and had a tremendous amount of success. And I'm really proud of those guys that were able to transition over, because I believed in them. They were top players, and they were able to prove it in Team Nexus, and that's why I'm so happy for Team Nexus generally, because some of those players still play this day. Anyway, though, I was pretty disheartened after the 20ID gaming team stopped playing. I was in a rut, and as a few weeks came about, Diego Rod sent me a message on Skype and said, hey, there is this 8v8 Pub Stars tournament that's going to be starting up, and we're looking for people who are interested in doing YouTube. We're looking for YouTube guys, but I know that listening to you, daskro, looking at your past live streams from months back, that you may be a good candidate for this. And plus, you're a former pro player, and that could be pretty cool, because the other team's going to have some pro players, namely Rival X Factor. And so I end up playing it. We end up beating the opposing team we played 5 matches total, and we won 4 of the 5. We did a great job, and it was a lot of good footage. I started posting it on my channel, and my channel started growing. But all of those people involved were very helpful in getting my channel started in the first place. I mean, you had folks like, I'm going to try to list out as many as I can remember off the top of my head. You had Rival X Factor, you had Level Cap, you had Mongol FPS, you had Matimio, you had Doom49, you had Frope, you had Jack Frags, you had the Squirrel Nuts, you had Epona, you had Pone Star. Who else am I missing? I don't remember who else. I know I'm missing a few. I know I am. That's okay. Nevertheless, though, all these people were very helpful in that they all had established communities. They were all linking my channel, and so my channel grew a whole lot faster than what I anticipated. I started doing the gun stuff. The gun stuff was always a hobby that I've been doing, and I just started recording it and posting it, doing the montages that way. As though my channel grew, and I kept on doing more and more PubStar stuff, and then the PTFO tournament, and then other types of events, doing interviews with the competitive players, and eventually getting into the 32 vs 32 stuff, I realized that my channel was different. And I'm not just saying that because we all believe we're all unique snowflakes. No, I'm talking about the fact that I began to really actively search on YouTube for other people in the Battlefield scene that posted mostly competitive stuff like I did. And there's a few guys like Loa or NixDK who post competitive stuff. They basically just do unedited stuff and they do montages. But there weren't really any casters, there weren't any commentators in the Battlefield scene covering the competitive community. And in the competitive community, there was only one person, me, doing anything trying to support it on YouTube or any other social media. And it really disheartened me. It really did. as I continue to make more videos and the weeks turn into months, I posted more and more stuff on 32s, and the 1v1 tank ladder stuff, did 5v5 stuff. I only strengthened my resolve in why I think my videos matter. They matter because I truly believe in the competitive community, in Battlefield as an esport, and a lot of people don't necessarily appreciate that, in the sense that I truly believe that competitive Battlefield, organized Battlefield matches, is the way Battlefield is supposed to be played. And the kind of experiences that you get out of it are just incredible. They're so interesting and fun and compelling that as I have continued to do this, I have been less and less inclined to play public servers. I really have. It's something that I feel like that as I continue to experience more matches, and take in mind, I've been doing competitive matches now in the Battlefield series for 10 years now. This day, I still get excitement out of it. I still get that sort of jaw-dropping moment. Something like this. Guy drops from it. Watching light helo still. Oh, the tank's down! Oh, shit. Oh, no! Oh! TV got the light helo! In this video, I was running the free cam, and I was just giving commentary. I was just giving play-by-plays, not to viewers like you. It was instead to Whitey of Level BF, letting him know a really cool scene was coming up. And so I wasn't in front of the camera. I didn't expect to actually use my audio commentary for any of it. But I did. I recorded anyway because that's how my software works. That kind of joy, that kind of elation in my voice, that's genuine. That's me getting really excited over experiencing something. We're taking in mind, I played Battlefield 3 as a game for over 1,000 hours, easy, and I still get excited. I still get that sense of joy from watching and playing the game. And while I know that I could have done a lot of different things over the last year to make my channel bigger, I could have done a whole lot more gun videos. I could have done a whole lot more top fives. Could have done funny commentaries having nothing to do with Battlefield, like about living with my girlfriend or driving to work. Or I could have done silly how-to guides of how to destroy pubbies that are bad in random easy mode servers, or even just dubstep videos, whatever it may be. I could have done all of this, and I didn't, and it's because I want to focus on the competitive scene and do what content I would like to see in the competitive community. And I would hope that in the future, as Battlefield 4 comes out, that I'm not the only one that does this. In fact, I would like nothing more if there were a dozen more people just like me. Not like me as a personality, but the kind of content that I put out. I would love to see a dozen more people doing what I'm doing right now, and be more successful than me in terms of sub count and things like that. I want to see people interested in playing, because in the end, I want more people. I want you to play in these organized competitive events. In fact, if you're subbed to my channel and you're watching this right now and you really have no interest in the competitive scene or even watching competitive matches or whatever it may be, anywhere from 32s to 8v8s to 1v1 tanks, if you're interested in all that, just unsubscribe. And I'm not joking. I'm not saying this rhetorically. Seriously, click the unsubscribe button below, because I will tell you, I would rather have 5,000 people that are actively interested in being involved in the competitive community by playing in scrims or just watching events, be it live or recorded, than have 50,000 that just spam my videos with comments of why I'm using the M16A3 so much, or these competitive matches are boring, post something different. No. I'd rather have that 5,000 over 50, because to me, that sub count of dedicated people is a reflection of how strong that competitive community is. I want more people to be involved. And as such, I am left with much desire to continue to make videos and continue to grow this channel and grow channels like it. I'm so excited that Level BF as an organization is around, because they are not only interested in the competitive community like the Global Conflict community is, or 21CW, or even Team Reddit, but they want to create YouTube videos and live streams focused on the competitive scene. Likewise, I'm heartened that Brett FX from Team Reddit is doing POV commentaries now. I'm really excited about that. I'm excited about the future here. And I'm excited about Battlefield 4 because I am hoping that Battlefield 4 has even more esports support, which right now doesn't have much at all. And the community has done a real great job at creating tools to make it better. Free cam and 2D spectator map and ESL's versus system. But we can do a whole lot better, and I hope DICE steps up to the plate as well and is able to really give us the core tools needed to get even more people interested in playing, giving them an accessible experience so that they can too enjoy all the fun that is about playing in organized matches, playing with your friends, the camaraderie, the enjoyment of it all. So, all that being said, I think the future of my channel is pretty bright. And I'm looking forward to post more videos featuring competitive stuff. And I'll still be doing the gun videos and stuff like that. That's just a hobby, and I'll put that in there. So don't be dissuaded by that. And I hope that you join me in this journey. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I think that you too will find that as Battlefield 4 comes out, we'll see all the potential of it all. And I'm really looking forward to it. So guys, I want to thank all of you for 1 year of a lot of fun, a lot of video editing, a lot of making cool videos, and hopefully you guys all learned a bit. I know I did. So I'll see you guys later.